episode of the Untold Stories about Courage and Valor. This is your today's host, Harleen Kaur. Today I would like you to introduce you to the real life hero. Yes, you heard it right. A real life hero, not the Bollywood real hero. A real life hero who, irrespective of any weather conditions, protect us from the danger so that we could live freely and safely in our homes. I would like to welcome the legendary Brigadier Umesh Singh Bawa sir for its unparalleled contribution towards the Indian society, towards its mission of serving the nation up front. Brigadier Umesh Singh Bawa sir led from the front and in a rare display of command and leadership quality motivated his command to achieve an impossible military task against all the odds. He has also been awarded with Veer Chakra in 1999 for the operation of Mashko Valley. Sir, could you give us more insights about the Mashko Valley and the Operation Vijay?
Yeah, Mashko Valley was, where we undertook our operations. I was told to first capture point 4540 and then go in for 4875. So I had sent one company to capture point 4540. They could capture point 4540 very easily because there were just about 2 to 3 persons who were sitting there. They fired few shots at us and then they left that place. After point 4540 was captured, that was the initial success that I got, and the whole unit was jubilant about this success. And then we marched towards 4875. As we were going, there was a point known as Saddle. As we were just 75 meters away from Saddle, my troops came under heavy enemy fire from 7 medium machine guns. And that was a hellacious fire on them, and they were taken by surprise. They didn't know what has hit them, and some of them, took positions, returned fire, and gallantly they fought there, but they were surrounded by the enemy from all sides. There were good about, I think, 20 to 30 men there sitting on top, and I lost 1 JCO and 5 other ranks in that accident, and about 10 got gunshot wounds. The rest of the platoon, came back, to the medical aid post to get their first aid. So when I came to know this, I decided that I will not go further till I am very sure about the enemy information. So I told my brigade commander, sir, give me some time. I'll send patrols towards all sides of point 4875 and find out how much enemy is occupying that space. He agreed to my proposal, and next 15 days I spent finding information about the enemy, sending patrols in all the 3 directions. After 72 hours, the 3 patrols which went to different directions told me that they have seen about 15 to 20 people. Each one of them told me the same thing. So therefore I came to know that it was not 7 to 8 people who were there on the top. There were good about 60 to 70 people holding the top. So I told my brigade commander, sir, it is not the task of 1 battalion. We will have to use 3 battalions to capture point 4875 and Pimple complex. He agreed to it, and the same was conveyed to the General Officer Commanding, Major General Mohinder Puri, who was the GOC that time. He did not have troops that time, to spare, because his first priority was to capture Tololing, and then it was Tiger Hill, and then 4875. We waited for our turn, and our plans were made and approved by the senior commanders. First phase went on 4th and 5th night. My 2 companies went for the attack, and they were able to capture the objective by first light of 5th of July. Thereafter, both reported to me at about 5 o'clock in the morning. They have captured their respective objectives. There were 5 fights in both the places. The enemy, gave a fight, but some of them died there and some of them withdrew to Pimple 2. So Pimple 2 had become very strong now, because we've got about 4 or 5 dead bodies in Pimple 1. We found enemy 4 or 5 dead bodies in Whaleback, and there were about 8 to 10 captured weapons in both these places. And all those people who survived from Pimple 1 and Whaleback, they went to Pimple 2. So Pimple 2 actually became very strong, and difficult for us to capture. On the morning of 5th July, enemy, wanted to recapture Whaleback. I don't know, he was very sensitive to Whaleback. He launched 3 counterattacks to recapture it. First one came at about 8 o'clock with about 20 men. He came to attack us, but then we stood strong there. We brought artillery fire on them, and we were able to beat back the first counterattack. Thereafter, the company commander, was ringing me up frantically and asking for more reinforcements and more ammunition because they were short of ammunition. He knew that, or he appreciated that there will be more counterattack which they will try. So I decided to send Captain Anuj Nayyar with about 30 men with extra ammunition with him to reinforce Delta Company. So he went with the reinforcements, and thereafter they were able to beat back another counterattack at about 12 o'clock. Enemy tried to recapture it with another counterattack at about 4 o'clock in the evening. That was also beaten back by our troops. So our men, the Jats, which I was commanding that time, held the post with great grit and determination. Thereafter, next night was Captain Anuj Nayyar's company, which was to attack Pimple 2, which I told you, had become very strong. So actual Anuj Nayyar was a platoon commander only. We were commanding about 30 people, and company commander, who commands about 100 men, was Major Ritesh Sharma. So as they started their assault on 6th of July, there was an artillery shell which fell on company commander and his men, very close to them. 6 men along with company commander got injured. And he rang me up from there, sir, I've got injured, and along with me there are 5 other men. So what should we do? I was very upset, actually, that we have not even started our attack, and it is such an important attack, and the company commander who has to lead the company, he himself has got injured. But these are the ironies of war, and you have to, bear with this. So I told him, okay, give the charge to Captain Anuj Nayyar. He will command the company now. And you come back for the first aid to the medical aid post. So he handed over the charge to Captain Anuj Nayyar, and Captain Anuj Nayyar, like a good soldier, assumed the role of a company commander. And actually, initially I thought, he will, since he is just 2 years service, he will not be able to perform the way, I wanted. But he was so courageous, and he, really surprised me with his performance. He captured 3 bunkers. There were 4 bunkers on Pimple 2. He captured 3 bunkers and killed 9 enemy soldiers along with his men. I don't say that he did it himself, but along with his men. Motivating your men to follow you. Yeah, and when the enemy fire is coming, is a great thing. And he led his men, and his men also followed him like good soldiers. And they captured 3 enemy bunkers, and the 4th bunker, which was on the top of Pimple 2, was left. He tried his best, he sent a patrol towards the west side, and he tried a patrol toward the east side, but both these patrols, were not successful in neutralizing that bunker. Finally, he had no choice, and it was getting morning. First light was around 5 o'clock in the morning. So around 4:30, he made a last final attempt. He had no choice but to bang on his head along with his own rifle and the grenades to capture that bunker. So he prepared his men, about 7-8 of them, and he said, let's go and charge at these bunkers. So they made the final attempt. The moment he was doing this, he was hit by a rocket projectile of the enemy on his head, and he died. I was out of communication, from him. I was not able to pick up, what is happening there, because actually I didn't know that he has died. But since there was no response for him, so I sent another company commander who was a reserve, Major Punia. I told him, take 30 men, go ahead with the patrol. It was daytime now, and please tell me where is Anuj Nayyar and why he is not speaking to me. And maybe his radio set is out of order, so give your radio set to him and tell him to speak to me. So he went with this patrol at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and about 9 o'clock he reported, sir, I can see there are 6 bodies lying in front of Pimple 2 last bunker, and I see Anuj Nayyar also there, and most probably they are all martyred and they are no more. You know, that information which I got, it really made me sad. This boy was so young and not even seen life, and about to get married, and losing his life for so young. Really, I was quite emotional at that time. Anyway, I had to control myself, and then I told Major Punia to hold on there itself with the troops, and we will launch our attack at night. So the whole day we kept on firing at them with the artillery and all, and kept them engaged there. Then finally, on 7th evening, I decided that I will not attack tonight, but I'll keep firing at him from all directions and artillery, because you see, it was already 3 days that we had not slept. I knew they had also not slept. And generally what happens is we all carry out our attacks at night, so that enemy can't see you properly and casualties are less. And during daytime we generally rest. So I thought, like we do, the enemy will also be doing that. 7th night he'll be awake, and he'll be prepared to receive us, but we'll keep firing him for the whole night, to making him guess from which direction are we coming. And next day he will definitely have to rest. So then I will attack. So initially I told my brigade commanders about this change in plan. Initially he was very hesitant to allow me. He said, no, you'll have lots of casualties. Then I told him, gave him the same logic. Okay, sir, he is expecting me tonight, and he'll be prepared for it. And tomorrow morning when he's relaxing, and because we don't launch our attacks during daytime, that is the time I will launch my attack and surprise him. So he said, you'll have a lot of casualties. He was apprehensive that time. I said, sir, don't worry, sir, we will be successful. So he gave me that permission, and we attacked in the morning at about 10 o'clock. That is the time, they were all gone to the river slope. They were relaxing there because they knew nobody is going to come. Probably they leave one OP, to observe, and he was not able to observe. My 2 platoons went from different directions and attacked that place. They were found running from there, when they were lying down on the river slope, and some of them got killed and some of them escaped from there. And finally the objective was captured on 8th of July at about 1 o'clock. I had a Tiranga Jhanda on top of that Pimple 2, and that was the happiest moment of my life. And I informed my boss, sir, I am on top of the hill and our Tiranga is flying there. So he was very, very happy, of course, and so were all the troops.
Oh, mera roam roam tera कर्जदार है, हमारी ये आज़ादी तेरी कर्जदार है. शुक्रिया 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 हो शुक्रिया.